Hello again, hoping everybody is doing absolutely wonderful today. We're going to pick up from the last lesson, which was just introducing you to the G chord and sort of basic strum. Let's just go over the G chord again, just to refresh our minds. We're going to place the ring finger, this left hand, ring finger is going on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. Should give you a G. Your 2nd finger is going on the 2nd fret of the A string, the 5th string, and give you a B. Your 4th string is open, 3rd string open, 2nd string open, and your 1st string with the pinky finger on the 3rd fret gives us a top G. Okay, now if you remember, if you studied that lesson, I said there will be a reason for playing the G chord this way. You could actually rearrange your fingers so you play it with 2nd finger on the 6th string, 1st finger on the 5th string, and your ring finger on the 1st string, which would leave your pinky finger free. But the reason I play it the way we are, with the ring finger, 3rd fret, 6th string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 5th string, and your pinky finger on the 3rd fret of the 1st string, is because we're now going to move to a C chord. And we're going to play what's called a short C chord. So we're not going to play the 6th string in this, the fattest string at the top, the one nearest the ceiling where you sit with your guitar. We're going to take the ring finger, while we're holding a G chord, the ring finger of our left hand, and move it across to the next string. And then we're going to take our 2nd finger and move that across to the next string. And then our 3rd string is open. Our 2nd string, we're going to play at the 1st fret with our 1st finger. And our 1st string now, we lift the pinky off from the G chord and we play the 1st string open. So, not playing the 6th string, just from string 5 down, we have that's a C chord. Now your 6th string, which we're not playing, is actually an E note, and that does fit into a C chord. But it kind of sounds a bit heavy. If you wanted to play what is known as a full C chord, in the position you're in, lift your ring finger and put it on the 6th string, so back where it was for a G chord, and now put your pinky finger where you've just taken your ring finger from. So if you can see the video, I'll show you that again. There's our C chord. Our ring finger is on the 3rd fret of the 5th string, and we're playing a short C chord, so we're not playing the 6th string. But if we put that ring finger onto the 6th string and put our pinky finger where the ring finger came from, now that is the full C chord. So to be honest, it's entirely up to you which one of those you play. Most bluegrassers at least will play a short C chord, and if they need the 6th string note, they'll just lift the ring finger and alternate between the two. That's kind of a basic strum rhythm, and you're playing a bass note and then you're strumming the last 4, strumming those 4. So you're never touching that 5th string open, so you're not going to hear it. So you can play a short C and rock your ring finger from 5th string to 6th string. Okay? So it's entirely up to you how you get around to doing that, but that was the main reason for playing the G the way we did, with the 1st finger being free, because now that 1st finger can go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. Lift your pinky and move your ring finger and your 2nd finger across to the next strings, and there's your C chord. Okay, again back to the G. We'll move from the G to a C, place the index finger on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, lift the pinky and move the remaining 2 fingers across from the 5th and 6th strings to the 4th and 5th strings at the same fret. Okay, and the other chord we're going to do here now is a D chord, simply because in the key of G, if you're playing country and bluegrass and a lot of folk stuff, they will be based around what is called a 3 chord progression. and in the key of G that is predominantly G, C, and D. It can vary. There's lots of permutations, but for the most part, for getting into playing at least, we'll just settle with G, C, and D. So we've got our G, we've got our C. Now our D, there's a couple of ways of playing a D. You want the third string at the second fret with the first finger. That's third string, second fret, first finger, index finger. And then our second finger is going to play the second fret of the first string. And then our ring finger is going to come kind of between the two. Our ring finger is going to fret the second string at the third fret. So you've got kind of an upside down triangle going on. Okay, now we can play our fourth string because that's tuned to D and we're playing a D chord. And we can also include the A string, the fifth string, because A is part of a D chord. But you don't want to be playing the E string. E is not a note included in making up a D chord, so that will sound pretty dreadful. So this is where we play from fifth string down only. Okay, the alternative way of playing it, if you want to give it a try, using the index finger, we're going to place it at the second fret on the third string and lay it down flat so we get the second fret on the third string, second string, and first string. So it's a bar. It's a short bar. Third string, second string, and first string. Lay the index finger flat on the second fret. And now with either the second finger or your ring finger, still holding down the bar, play the third fret on the second string. Ring finger or second finger, whichever works. Okay, so we've got our G chord. Easy change to a C chord. And then our D chord. And back to G. Now, it doesn't sound like much, but if you just strum up and down gently, just for a few strums on each chord, you've got a pretty basic tune. Changing to C. Now to D. Back to G. C. To D. G. That's pretty much it. There's your first three chords in the key of G, and a basic strum, just something gentle, just something to bring out the chord. And again, as we said in the first video, make sure you loosen the arm, loosen the wrist, let the wrist drop and the thumb come down behind the neck of the guitar, not over the top, gripping it like a baseball bat, but just let it drop down behind the neck and let the fingers come over the top, as opposed to gripping it and being flat. If you grip it flat, you're going to get all kinds of weird noises. So nice and relaxed and come over the top. So next time we'll get into some basic bluegrass rhythm, or basic rhythm period. It doesn't have to be bluegrass. It suits folk and country and stuff like that. So we'll get some basic rhythm going, and playing some bass lines and stuff like that to pretty it up. I'll give you a little example just before I say goodnight.